Close your eyes for a moment and picture a regular morning. You get out of bed, put your feet on the floor, but today something feels off. Your legs feel heavy, your knees are stiff. You stand up, slower than usual. A slight wobble, a quick grab at the bed frame. You tell yourself, maybe I didn't sleep well last night. But deep down, this has happened more than a few times. I'm a doctor in my 60s. I've heard hundreds of patients describe the exact same feeling, and sometimes they don't realize it's the first sign that their legs are quietly losing strength. It's not just age, it's lack of nourishment, lack of the right actions at the right time. And that time starts the moment you open your eyes with your very first meal. Did you know if you skip breakfast, your body, especially after 60, starts breaking down its own muscle just to make energy? No pain, no fever, no warning. But every day, bit by bit, your legs get weaker. Then one day, you need a cane. Then you need someone to help you out of a chair. None of us want that to happen, but it will, unless we start changing from the smallest thing. And that small thing I'm going to share with you today. It's not medicine. It's not fancy machines. It's just a breakfast plate, done right at the right time. Are you ready to take this small journey with me? Have you ever woken up in the morning, taken that first step onto the floor, and suddenly felt like your legs just aren't as strong as they used to be? A little heavy, a little shaky. You push yourself up with your hands on your knees and tell yourself, maybe I'm just getting older. I get it. I'm at that age too. And after more than 30 years as a doctor, walking alongside thousands of patients in their 60s and 70s, I've realized something. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. Weakness comes when the body slowly loses things we could have held on to if we had just known how. And it all begins with your very first meal of the day. Did you know after a long 7 to 8 hour sleep, your body isn't just resting? It's actually pulling energy from your muscles to keep things running. In medicine, we call this a catabolic state. It means your body starts breaking down muscle to use as fuel, especially if you don't eat shortly after waking up. Now imagine this. You wake up hungry, but instead of eating, you just grab a black coffee to wake up. You think, I'll eat later. But your body, it's not waiting. It's already breaking down muscle, especially in your legs, to turn into sugar and energy. And the next morning, same thing. And the next, day after day, month after month, your leg muscles slowly weaken, and you don't even notice. One of my patients, David, he's 68, once told me after a checkup, Doc, I thought my legs were weak because I stopped exercising. Turns out I've been skipping breakfast for 10 years. See? It starts small. One forgotten breakfast, one cup of coffee instead of a meal. A few slow steps that we blame on old age. But it's not age, it's a lack of proper fuel. At the right time, it's your body knocking gently yet clearly saying, I need the right fuel to keep you walking, standing tall, and living independently. Medical studies from Tufts, Illinois, and Harvard have shown a breakfast high in protein and minerals, eaten within 60 minutes of waking up, can reduce muscle loss risk by up to 72% in people over 60. You don't need to eat a lot. You don't need anything fancy, just one boiled egg, some sweet potato, or a bowl of Greek yogurt with chia seeds. That's enough to shift your body out of that catabolic state and into healing mode. I know many of us after 60 often say, I'm used to it. I'm not hungry in the morning. Eating late's fine. I don't do much. Do I really need breakfast? But the truth is, breakfast isn't about hunger. It's about what your body needs. It needs fuel. It needs protein to rebuild muscle lost overnight. It needs vitamins to refresh your nerves and tissues. It needs calcium, magnesium, potassium to keep blood flowing down to your legs. I once met Eleanor, 73. She used a cane every morning. But after 6 weeks of making just one change, never skipping breakfast, she walked into my clinic smiling and more stable than ever. She said, all I did was eat the right thing at the right time. I don't shake when I get out of bed anymore. My legs don't ache when I go to the market. I feel 10 years younger. I'm not sharing this to scare you. I'm sharing it because I want you to know You're not powerless. You're not at the mercy of age. You just need to choose the right thing at the right time, starting with the first bite of your day. So tomorrow morning, I want you to ask yourself, will I let my legs keep getting weaker, or will I give them a chance to get strong again? The answer is right there, on your breakfast plate. And if this video helped you, share it with someone you love. Because we all deserve strong legs, healthy bodies, and lives we don't have to depend on others for. I'm Dr. Daniel, 60 years old, still walking every morning, and I believe you can too. Today I want to introduce you to an old friend. Small, simple, but incredibly powerful for your legs after 60. Not a pill, not an expensive supplement. It's the egg. Sounds too basic, right? A lot of people skip eggs because they think it's just another ordinary food. But that little egg holds something many older adults are missing: a natural muscle repair boost. Did you know one egg contains nearly all the essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle? And even more important, it's packed with leucine, a nutrient proven to switch on muscle building, especially in older folks who don't absorb protein as well as before. I remember a man named Thomas, 75 years old. He lived alone in the countryside of Southern California. Every morning he had black coffee and a slice of white bread. That was it. Within a few years, he lost confidence going upstairs. Weak knees, shaky legs, tripping more often. After a checkup, I gave him one simple suggestion: boil 2 eggs every morning and eat them within 30 minutes of waking up. Thomas looked at me like I was kidding. But 3 weeks later, he called back. "Doc, I just climbed 2 steps without holding the railing." I share this to remind you, not every solution has to be big. Sometimes just 2 eggs in the morning can be the key to getting your confidence and balance back. Here's another reason eggs matter. Vitamin D, B12, and choline, all found in the yolk, are not just great for muscles. They're essential for your brain and nervous system. Ever wake up with a foggy head? That might be your nerves missing the fuel they need. An egg-based breakfast, especially if you eat the yolk, can help you think clearer, move better, and stay on your feet. I often tell my older patients, if you can't eat much yet, start with just 1 egg, boiled, steamed, or lightly fried. Eat it within an hour of waking up. Then pay attention to your legs. They'll show you the results. Eggs aren't magic, but they are smart, easy to digest, rich in protein, and easy to stick with. They're a quiet companion for your mornings, helping you fight off the silent weakening inside your body. You don't need much, just consistency, like brushing your teeth or reading the morning news. 1 egg a day can help you stay standing on your own 2 feet. Here's what I want you to try. Tomorrow morning, boil an egg for 8 minutes. Eat it while it's warm. No salt, no sauce. Sit by the window, take your time, and think about your legs. You'll see it doesn't just nourish your body, it feeds your hope too. In the next video, I'll tell you about the second food. Just as simple, just as powerful. A bowl of oats and chia seeds. Great for blood flow in your legs, stopping cramps, and giving you steady energy all day. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe or send this video to a friend or loved one. Because health isn't something we keep to ourselves. It's a gift we share. See you tomorrow morning for breakfast. Now, I want you to picture something simple. It's a chilly morning. You wake up, step out onto the balcony. A cool breeze drifts into the house. In your hand, you're holding half a steamed sweet potato, still warm. You dip it lightly in a pinch of natural mineral salt, then slowly take a bite. Sounds ordinary, right? But hold on, steamed sweet potato is a little-known secret for keeping your legs strong, especially after 60. I once asked an older gentleman, Mr. Johnson, 73, living in Minnesota, "Why do you eat sweet potato every morning?" He smiled and said, "Because I want my legs to keep taking me on my morning walks." Not everyone believes something so simple can work. But let me explain. Through both experience and science, sweet potatoes are full of complex carbs, meaning they release energy slowly. That's exactly what the aging body needs. After 7-8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up low on energy and needs something steady to run on. If you don't eat, your body pulls energy from your muscle fibers, and leg muscles, being the largest, are the first to weaken when left unfed. Sweet potatoes are also rich in potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C. This combo helps keep muscle contractions smooth, boost blood flow to your arms and legs, prevent cramps and numbness. I once had a patient who felt numbness in half her foot. She thought it was her spine. But after just 2 weeks of eating steamed sweet potato every morning, the problem almost vanished. Now let's talk about natural mineral salt, like Himalayan pink salt or Celtic sea salt. Unlike refined white salt, these keep over 80 trace minerals your muscles need. Just a pinch, not too salty, sprinkled on half a sweet potato, and you're replacing lost electrolytes, balancing pressure inside muscle tissue, and helping your legs feel lighter when you walk one morning. I tested this on 5 older patients, split into 2 groups. Group A ate their usual breakfast. Group B had half a steamed sweet potato with mineral salt, 15 minutes before their meal. After 1 week, Group B reported less numbness and fewer stumbles on stairs compared to Group A. See? No pills, no fancy equipment, just one sweet potato, a little salt, used right at the right time, and it can be a lifeline for your legs. I don't want you to just listen and forget. Tomorrow morning, try this. Steam half a small sweet potato, yellow or purple, doesn't matter. Sprinkle a bit of mineral salt. Eat it warm about 10 minutes before your main breakfast. Tasty, gentle, and it helps you stay independent with every step you take. I used to tell my young students, taking care of your legs in old age doesn't start with shoes, it starts with breakfast. And now I'll say this to you, someone whose every step matters. Don't wait until you can't walk to learn how to care for your legs. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your legs were just heavy? Sometimes just stepping out of bed takes a few extra seconds for your body to wake up. I'm not surprised. I've heard this story from hundreds of older patients, each saying it in their own way, but the feeling is always the same. My body feels like it's losing strength, especially in the legs. And when I ask them, do you eat anything right after waking up? The answer is usually, no, I just have coffee first. Or, I'm not hungry, so I eat later. But here's what many don't know. If you skip breakfast or just drink black coffee, your body starts using your own muscle as fuel. And the legs, your biggest muscle group, are the first to suffer. Greek yogurt. It's not fancy or new, but it's a quiet little hero when used at the right time. Let me explain why. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained to remove excess water and sugar, leaving double the protein. About 17 grams of protein in one 170 g serving, almost like a small piece of chicken. One of my patients, Linda, 66, used to have light tremors in her legs every morning. She said, "Doctor, I thought it was my blood pressure, but it turns out my muscles were just hungry." I told her to change her morning routine. 1 serving of plain Greek yogurt, add a few slices of banana. Maybe sprinkle some chia seeds or oats on top. 2 weeks later, she told me, "I get up easier now. No more holding onto the table. My legs don't feel wobbly in the mornings anymore." What made the difference? Greek yogurt is rich in leucine, an amino acid that kickstarts muscle rebuilding. As we age, our bodies don't absorb protein as well, so choosing something easy to digest is key. Plus, Greek yogurt provides calcium and vitamin D to keep bones strong and lower fall risk. Probiotics to support digestion and nutrient absorption. Vitamin B12 to help brain-body coordination. One morning, I was walking in the park and saw an older man named Robert doing slow laps. I asked, "Do you walk often?" He smiled. "Just started again 3 weeks ago, after my daughter gave me some kind of Greek yogurt to try." He didn't talk much about vitamins or nutrients. He just said, "My legs listen better now." And sometimes that feeling alone is enough to turn your whole day around. Here's what I want you to remember. Strong legs aren't just about walking. They're a symbol of freedom. They let you shop on your own, walk in your garden, or pick up your grandchild without fear of falling. And if 1 cup of yogurt in the morning can help protect that, why not try it? A quick tip, have Greek yogurt within 60 minutes of waking up. If you can't eat a full breakfast, just a small cup with a few blueberries or banana slices is enough. You're stopping your body from breaking down muscle and switching on recovery. Don't like cow's milk? No problem. Try Greek yogurt made from goat's milk or almond milk. Most important, skip the ones with artificial sugars. Choose plain and add fresh fruit for flavor. I believe all of us, at any age, deserve a healthy body with strong legs and a free spirit. It doesn't take luxury, just a little understanding and a small change at breakfast. Have you tried Greek yogurt before? If yes, did you notice a difference? If not, when will you start? I'd really love to hear your answer in the comments. I want you to picture this. It's early morning. The kitchen is still warm. You boil 2 eggs. You sit by the window, eating slowly as sunlight filters through the leaves. Peaceful, right? But here's something you may not know. Those 2 simple eggs, if eaten at the right time, can help slow down leg muscle loss by up to 10 years. Sound surprising? Let me tell you why. Your leg muscles are the largest in the body and the first to weaken as we age. After 60, our ability to rebuild muscle drops. Without the right care, every step becomes slower, more unsteady. And one day, getting up from a chair requires grabbing onto something for support. I once had a patient. His name was Martin, 68. After a small fall on his front steps, he lost all confidence. He told me, "I just don't feel like my legs are strong anymore." We didn't start with medication. We started with eggs. Eggs, especially whole eggs with the yolk, are little nutrition powerhouses. Inside you'll find leucine, the key amino acid that signals your body to build muscle, vitamin B12, helps nerves and muscles coordinate smoothly. Choline supports communication between your brain and lower body. Easily absorbed iron boosts blood flow to arms and legs. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium to strengthen bones. A study from the University of Illinois found that adults over 60 who ate 2 eggs every morning for 8 weeks showed noticeable improvement in leg strength, balance, and standing up without help. But what I love most about eggs is they're simple. No fancy kitchen, no high-tech gadgets, just a pot of boiling water. And in 8 minutes, you've got a meal that feeds your legs. People often ask me, should I skip the yolk? I'm afraid of cholesterol. I get it. But here's what you should know. Cholesterol in eggs isn't as dangerous as it's been made out to be. Most older adults do not experience a rise in cholesterol from eating 1-2 eggs daily. And the yolk is where you get the leucine, choline, vitamin D, and iron, things you won't find in the white alone. Of course, if you've been diagnosed with heart disease, follow your doctor's advice. But for most people over 60, eating whole eggs every morning is a smart move. You can boil them or quickly scramble with spinach, tomatoes, or broccoli. Add a pinch of black pepper, a few slices of avocado, and you've got a real muscle breakfast that's tasty too. I remember what Mr. Martin said after 1 month of eating eggs daily. I can walk longer. I stand up without using my hands. I feel like myself again. And I believe that's something we all deserve. To feel like ourselves again. Strong, independent, and whole. Even at 60, 70, or beyond. Do you remember what you had for breakfast yesterday? Have you ever tried eating eggs every morning? If not, try it tomorrow. If you already do, share how it's helped you. I'm always here to listen to real stories of real health from people who know how precious each step truly is. I want you to think back to a recent night. You're lying in bed, resting, when suddenly your leg cramps up and you shoot up in pain. Or maybe it's early morning. You step out of bed and your legs feel stiff, like they haven't fully woken up yet. Ever felt that way? If so, you're not alone. I've met so many people over 60 who've told me things like, my legs twitch at night. Just walking a little makes my muscles feel sore and tired. It's like my calves don't move as smoothly anymore. But here's what I know for sure. This doesn't have to be a normal part of aging. There's something we can do. And sometimes it starts with something as simple as a bowl of oats in the morning. Oats and chia seeds. Two of the simplest yet most powerful foods I recommend for older adults to add to their breakfast. Let me explain why. In a gentle way, oats, long-lasting fuel for your muscles. Oats contain a special kind of fiber called beta-glucan. It's great for heart health, helps balance blood sugar, and gives you steady energy for hours, which is important when your body doesn't store fuel like it used to. Even better, oats help reduce low-grade inflammation in your muscles, the kind that makes you feel sore or achy without knowing why. One of my patients, a retired teacher age 70, told me, I love tidying up, watering plants, but after a few minutes, my legs feel completely worn out. We didn't start with bone supplements. We started with 3 spoonfuls of oats each morning, cooked in warm water, topped with chia seeds and banana slices. 10 days later, she called me. Doctor, my legs don't ache anymore. I watered my plants without needing to sit down. Chia seeds, tiny minerals that stop cramps. Why do we get leg cramps? Because our muscles lack key minerals, especially magnesium, calcium, potassium, and sodium. Chia seeds, so tiny yet packed with all 4 minerals, plus omega-3s and way more fiber than most seeds. They keep your muscles soft and flexible, improve blood flow to your legs, and reduce nighttime cramps. Here's my go-to recipe. 3 tablespoons cooked oats with water or almond milk, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, a few slices of banana or blueberries, a sprinkle of ground cinnamon for better circulation. Eat within 60 minutes of waking up. This breakfast doesn't just nourish your legs. It's gentle on digestion and won't leave you bloated, which matters as we get older. You know, I always tell my patients this, and I want to tell you too. You don't need to climb mountains every morning. Just being able to walk onto your porch without your legs resisting, that's already a win. And sometimes that kind of change begins with a simple bowl of oatmeal and a few chia seeds. I get it. Some mornings you don't feel like cooking. So here's an easy tip. Mix oats plus chia the night before, pour in almond milk. Let it sit in the fridge overnight next morning. Just add fresh fruit, and you got a quick, nourishing breakfast for your legs. Have you tried this recipe yet? If not, why not start tomorrow? And if you already have a favorite way to enjoy oats, I'd love for you to share it in the comments. I want you to picture this. It's a quiet afternoon. You're taking a walk through the park, the sunlight's soft, a breeze brushing past your ear, and then suddenly, your calf tightens up. Rock hard. You have to stop. Gasp for air. Your face clenches in pain. A cramp. It's all too familiar for many older adults. But here's what I want you to know. That's not just something you have to live with as you age. It's your body signaling that something's missing, especially minerals like potassium. And believe it or not, a ripe banana, eaten at the right time, can be a game changer. See, bananas aren't trendy superfoods. They're not expensive, not exotic. They're simple, familiar, and surprisingly powerful when you use them right. I often joke with my patients, one banana in the morning can sometimes do more than a calcium pill if the timing's wrong on that pill. So why are bananas important for your legs? They're packed with potassium, an essential electrolyte that keeps your muscles moving smoothly. Without enough potassium, muscles misfire. They cramp. And bananas also come with vitamin B6, helps nerve signals move from brain to muscle. Magnesium helps muscles relax, eases stiffness. Vitamin C and fiber great for blood circulation and digestion. 2 things older adults often struggle with. One of my patients, a 72-year-old retired veteran, once told me, I go to bed curled up, afraid of getting leg cramps again. When it hits, I have to jump out of bed and pace like I've got insomnia. We made a few tweaks to his diet, and I said, have 1 small banana after breakfast, or slice it into your oats, or mix it with Greek yogurt. Not even 2 weeks later, he came back with a gentle smile. I'm sleeping better. No more cramps in the middle of the night. And every morning, my legs feel steadier. Now, a few things to keep in mind when eating bananas after 60. Bananas are great, but not for everyone anytime. If you have type 2 diabetes, chronic kidney disease, or need to tightly control potassium levels, then go for slightly green, smaller bananas, or eat just half at a time. Always pair it with protein or healthy fat to avoid sudden spikes in blood sugar. Also, don't eat bananas on an empty stomach. They can trigger acid buildup. Best time? 30 to 60 minutes after breakfast or mixed into a balanced meal, like oats and chia. You might be thinking, can a banana really make that much of a difference? I used to wonder the same thing, but after treating hundreds of cases, I've realized this. Nothing is too small to change your life. 1 banana at the right time can help you sleep deeper, avoid cramps, walk with confidence, and stop dreading stairs. Have you been eating bananas the right way? When do you usually eat them? I'd love to hear your story because your experience might be just the inspiration someone else needs to stop cramping up every night. I want you to imagine something most people don't think about. You sleep for 7, 8 hours. No food, no water, no movement. And during that whole time, especially after age 60, your body starts pulling energy from your own muscles, mainly from your legs. It's what we call a catabolic state, a state where your body breaks down muscle tissue for fuel, and no area gets hit harder than your legs. Have you ever felt this? You wake up in the morning, sit up, and your legs feel heavy like lead. Your knees are stiff, and you need to rub them or stretch before you can walk comfortably. Sometimes it takes a few minutes just to stand up straight. It's not just the weather, it's not just aging. It's your muscles being undernourished, deflated, and not getting what they need after the long night. That's where Greek yogurt comes in, like a quiet little warrior. Not flashy, not complicated, but powerful. Why Greek yogurt and not the regular kind? Because it's strained more, thicker, creamier, richer in flavor. But more importantly, it has nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt. And in that protein is something incredibly valuable as we get older. Leucine, a special amino acid that kickstarts muscle rebuilding almost immediately. I remember one woman, 67 years old, living alone in Santa Fe. She often skipped breakfast or just had black coffee. She came to see me after tripping over her doorway, feeling dizzy when standing, and having constant calf fatigue. We didn't start with medications. We started with, each morning have half a cup of Greek yogurt, add some chia seeds and a few berries. 3 weeks later, she came back and said, I can make my bed without my legs shaking. I climbed 4 steps without holding the railing. Greek yogurt isn't just protein. It's also packed with calcium plus vitamin D to strengthen bones and lower fall risk. Probiotics, healthy bacteria to boost digestion and help absorb nutrients better. Super important after 60. Vitamin B12 supports the nervous system, helping your brain and legs coordinate better. So how do you get the most out of Greek yogurt? Eat it within 1 hour of waking. To stop muscle breakdown, pair it with low-sugar fruits like blueberries or strawberries. Great for circulation and reducing inflammation. You can even add chia seeds or overnight oats to boost fiber and minerals. A quick tip, if you're lactose intolerant, go for lactose-free or yogurt made from goat or sheep milk. They're easier to digest. Avoid flavored or sweetened yogurts. They're full of artificial sugars that can quietly trigger inflammation and slow recovery. You know, big changes often start with small things. 1 spoon of Greek yogurt each morning won't turn back the clock 20 years, but it can help you step outside with steadier legs. And sometimes that's more than enough. Let me ask you, are you feeding your legs the right breakfast? If not, tomorrow morning, skip the black coffee and dry crackers. Try a small bowl of Greek yogurt. Then listen, your body might just thank you. Do you remember the last time you tripped? Not a full fall, just a little misstep, missing a stair, losing balance while turning too quickly. Most of us laugh it off. Must be age catching up. But I want you to think again. No, it's not age. It's your muscles weakening without warning. It's low-grade inflammation slowing down your nerves. And one of the most powerful natural solutions for that is salmon. I had a patient in his mid-60s. He used to love sports, but after retirement, he moved less and ate irregularly. He came to see me with a familiar concern. I haven't fallen, but I don't feel steady when I move fast. It's like my body's out of rhythm. We didn't start with pills. We started with breakfast, adding grilled salmon twice a week. Why is salmon such a big deal? Because salmon, like mackerel or sardines, is loaded with omega-3s, EPA, and DHA, the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory fats. As we age, chronic low-level inflammation creeps into our muscles. It weakens them slowly, without obvious pain. Omega-3s help stop this. They improve muscle repair, especially in the legs, the part of your body that carries your entire weight. That's not all. Omega-3 assists boost nerve signals, so your reactions are quicker, your steps more secure. Salmon also brings vitamin D and B12, key nutrients for nerve-muscle coordination. And in every 100 grams of cooked salmon, there's about 20 grams of high-quality protein, fuel for rebuilding tired muscles. One study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found this. Adults over 65 who ate salmon twice a week maintained 27% more leg muscle than those who didn't. That's not just a number. It's being able to step up onto your porch without holding the railing. It's having the confidence to turn quickly in your living room without wobbling. So how do you make salmon work for your mornings? Eat it twice a week. Monday and Friday are great since that's when your body needs an energy reset. Lightly pan-sear with extra virgin olive oil. Don't deep fry. Pair it with steamed sweet potatoes and a few slices of avocado for a breakfast rich in protein, healthy fats, and minerals. Short on time? Try a slice of sugar-free smoked salmon on rye bread or tossed into a salad. Not a fan of fish? Busy mornings? I get it. In that case, a high-quality fish oil supplement is an option. But always check with your doctor, especially if you're on blood thinners or have heart issues. Still, real food is always the better choice because the nutrition in salmon isn't just omega-3. It's a full ecosystem that supports your muscles, joints, and nerves in working together. I know what you might be worried about. I don't want to become a burden to my kids. And you know what? One plate of salmon in the morning could be your first shield against that. No gym required, no daily medication, just one decision in the morning. When was the last time you had salmon for breakfast? Have you ever noticed your body feeling lighter, your steps more confident after a good meal? I hope you give it a try just once and see how different things feel after a few days. Have you ever felt you wake up, haven't done a thing yet, and already feel exhausted? Your head's foggy, and after just a few steps, you're out of breath. You try drinking more coffee, maybe grab a slice of bread, but nothing really helps. And then you think, maybe I'm just getting old. I'm here to tell you, not necessarily. Chances are your body's quietly running low on potassium and minerals. And one of the simplest, gentlest ways to restore your morning energy is to eat a small sweet potato with a pinch of natural mineral salt. Let me share a story. A patient of mine, Linda, 71, a retired teacher from Colorado, came to me feeling chronically tired, lightheaded when standing up too fast, vague muscle aches. She had tried everything, multivitamins, full nights of sleep, cutting sugar, but nothing worked. Until I asked her one simple question. When's the last time you had a sweet potato in the morning? She paused, laughed. Probably back when I was teaching kindergarten over 30 years ago. So why are sweet potatoes such a game changer, especially after 60? Because sweet potatoes aren't just carbs, they're slow carbs. They release energy steadily without spiking your blood sugar. And more importantly, they're loaded with potassium, helps relax blood vessels, stabilize blood pressure, and prevent cramps and muscle weakness, common in older adults. Magnesium eases muscle tension, calms the nervous system, supports better sleep. Soluble fiber feeds good gut bacteria, boosts nutrient absorption. Beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that supports heart health and eyesight. And when I mention mineral salt, I'm not talking about regular table salt. I mean Himalayan pink salt or unrefined sea salt, the kind that contains over 80 trace minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, zinc, selenium. These minerals help balance your electrolytes so water stays in your cells longer, prevent dizziness from sudden posture changes, support energy production in your muscle cells. So how do I tell my patients to eat it? It's simple. You can try this tomorrow morning. One medium steamed or baked sweet potato, about 150 g. Sprinkle a small pinch of pink salt or sea salt on top. Add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil or olive oil. This helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. If you like a hint of sweetness, mash the potato, mix in some cinnamon and a few crushed walnuts. Delicious and brain-friendly. You might be thinking, sweet potatoes? What's so special? I get it. Sometimes the simplest, most familiar foods are exactly what your body's craving. Did you know? A study in Japan found that elderly people in Okinawa, known for having the longest life expectancy, eat sweet potatoes almost every day, and they have remarkably low rates of high blood pressure, osteoporosis, and cognitive decline. Let me ask you something. From the heart, have you ever eaten breakfast to truly nourish your cells, or just to fill your stomach? Because when you choose the right foods, you're not just eating, you're maintaining your body's engine. And sweet potatoes, with a touch of mineral salt, might just be the key to unlocking the energy you thought was gone forever. I know, a lot of people think a cup of coffee in the morning is all they need to start the day. But if you're over 60 and you're waking up feeling stiff, dry-mouthed, or sluggish, I'd like to offer you something different. Something small, simple, but surprisingly powerful. A glass of warm water with a few drops of fresh lemon. Why warm water and lemon, not cold water or plain water? Let me explain this. Not as a doctor, but as someone who's past 60 and has watched his own body closely over time. When you sleep 7 to 8 hours, your body goes without hydration for a long stretch. Your liver, kidneys, digestive system, and joints go into standby mode. If you start your morning with coffee or tea, you're adding a stimulant to a body that hasn't had a chance to clean itself out. But a glass of warm lemon water does three important things. Gently wakes up your digestive system. Warm water boosts blood flow to the stomach, triggering natural bowel movements, without the harsh push of caffeine. Lemon contains natural citric acid, which stimulates saliva, boosts digestive enzymes, and eases constipation. I had a patient, Joseph, 68, who had been on reflux meds for 5 years but still felt bloated every morning. I didn't change his medication. I just added, every morning before anything else, drink a warm glass of water with half a lemon, slowly, in silence. 2 weeks later, he came back and said, for the first time in years, my stomach doesn't feel like a brick in the morning. Helps your liver and kidneys flush out toxins. Your liver and kidneys work overnight to clean your blood. Morning is when your system's ready to drain the tank. If you don't hydrate now, toxins linger in your body. Lemon helps stimulate bile from the liver, aiding fat digestion and metabolism. Warm water slightly thins your blood, helping your kidneys filter more easily. Soothes your joints, eases morning aches. Ever wake up feeling like your limbs are a bit rusty? That's not always aging. Sometimes it's dehydration. Your joints get dry and the tissues rub more during the night. Warm water helps relubricate connective tissue. Lemon brings in vitamin C, which your body needs to make collagen, the building block of cartilage and ligaments. Here's the simple routine I recommend. 1 glass of warm water, chilled 250 ml, not too hot, about 40 and 45 degrees Celsius, juice from half a lemon or 1-2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. Drink right after waking up, before food, coffee, or medication. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Let your body absorb it. No sugar, no ice. Don't gulp it down. You might wonder, can something this simple really work? I get that doubt. But here's the truth. It's not about being dramatic. It's about being consistent. A warm glass of lemon water won't change your life in one day, but it can help prevent the small buildups that slowly pull your health downhill. Let me ask you, honestly, have you ever given your body a gentle, respectful start in the morning? Or have you just turned it on and expected it to perform? You can't ask a 60-year-old body to work like it's 30, but you can care for it like a dear friend. And maybe tomorrow morning, instead of grabbing your phone or switching on the TV, walk to the kitchen, pour a warm glass of water, squeeze in a bit of lemon, and begin your day without rushing, without pressure. I want you to imagine this. You've just woken up. You step out onto your porch or open a window and let the morning sunlight touch your face. Not the harsh noon sun, not the blazing midday heat, but the soft golden light of early morning, still carrying a hint of dew, like a gentle touch from nature. Do you remember the last time you did that? I had an old patient, Mr. Ray, 74, who lived alone after his wife passed. He used to tell me he had trouble sleeping, felt low, gloomy for no reason, even though his diet was just fine. I asked him about his morning routine. He said he drank coffee indoors, watched the news, then went about his chores. I gave him one very simple suggestion. Each morning, just step outside or open the window. Let the early sun touch your skin and your eyes for 15 to 20 minutes. No phone, no TV. A month later, he came back. His voice sounded lighter. His eyes were brighter. And he said something I'll never forget. It feels like someone's touching me every morning. Something peaceful that makes me feel not so alone anymore. Why is morning sunlight so important, especially as we age? Most people think sunlight is just about vitamin D, but early sunlight is actually a biological signal. It helps reset your body's internal clock, circadian rhythm. Our bodies run on a 24-hour cycle, like an internal clock. When your eyes see natural blue light from the sun, your body stops producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and starts making cortisol to help you feel awake and alert. But if you stay indoors all morning or go straight to your phone screen after waking, your rhythm gets off balance, leading to trouble sleeping at night, feeling tired all day even after enough sleep, lack of motivation or excitement. Boosts serotonin, the happy hormone. Natural sunlight triggers your brain to release serotonin, a chemical that lifts your mood and optimism, lowers the risk of depression as you age, helps with focus and memory. Serotonin is also the base material your body uses to make melatonin at night. So better sunlight in the morning means deeper sleep later on. Help your body make vitamin D for bones, immunity, and heart health. People over 60 often lack vitamin D without even realizing it, due to poor absorption from food, avoiding sunlight to prevent dark skin or cancer, overuse of sunscreen, or living in closed spaces. Just 15 minutes of early sunlight before 8:30 or 9 a.m., with your arms or legs slightly exposed, no need to sunbathe fully, helps your body naturally produce vitamin D3. Absorb calcium better, preventing osteoporosis, strengthen immunity, and reduce chronic inflammation. Some tips for morning sunbathing. No need to stay out long. 10 to 20 minutes is enough, best before 9 a.m. when UV rays are still low. You can walk gently, meditate, water plants, or just sit and breathe slowly. Take in the light and air fully even on cloudy days. Natural light still works, even if you don't see the sun. Now let me ask you, honestly, have you ever made morning sunlight part of your daily routine? Have you given your body the chance to reset, to refresh, simply by stepping outside and touching the light? If not, try it, just for 1 week. I won't promise instant change, but I believe your body will thank you. You know, keeping your legs strong doesn't start in a doctor's office. It starts in your kitchen every morning with a very simple choice. I hope after this video, you'll look at your breakfast a little differently, not just as a habit, but as a natural remedy to help you age strong and steady. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so I can keep walking with you on your daily health journey. And let me ask you something. If you could choose just one breakfast to keep your legs strong, what would it be? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.